of YouTube? F-Man Critic back, and, well, I figured last review of the year, Polar Express. And this movie is certainly an interesting one, to say the least. It does have Tom Hanks playing every character. Okay, he doesn't do the voices, but he does, like, the pose. He does all, like, the movements that they do, because they did motion capture. But what's this movie about, other than, well, Tom Hanks, doing every character in the movie? Well, apparently, this movie is about this boy named Hero Boy for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what's his real name. The movie just calls him Hero Boy or something. I don't know. Oh, apparently he doesn't believe in Santa Claus. But one night on Christmas Eve, apparently a big ass train comes to his neighborhood, and a dude who's voiced by Tom Hanks, tells him to get on board. I guess the moral of the movie is if a stranger in a big vehicle tells you to come on board, or because you might meet Santa Claus, do it. And so, hijinks ensue. Basically, the majority of the movie is basically, him, just being on the train, he just, he goes on just, like, some, most of it's just filler, if I'm being honest with you. Like, there's an entire scene in, like, where one of the other characters loses their ticket, and then, we have an entire scene that's okay animation, to say the least, and then, and then we just see the ticket, be with a bunch of wolves, be with an eagle, be with a baby eagle, and it's back on the train. I felt like most of that was just filler. Like, I'm not gonna lie, some of the scenes in this movie are kind of filler. Like there's also the scene where apparently there's this boy, there's this poor boy, and this girl named Hero Girl. Again, it's not really, his name's Bill Lee, I heard, so chances of him, so he definitely has a name. They just call her Hero Girl, I guess, as she sings a song saying how Santa delivers gifts to everyone, but he doesn't, because Santa doesn't, apparently. I don't know, but he does in the end, apparently. And there's this other kid that people want to annihilate. And if I'm being honest here, guys, when I watched this movie a couple of times, the kid doesn't annoy me as much as everyone. When it comes to this movie, the one thing that this movie remembers, other than the weird-ass animation with how the characters look and stare and all that, is this little kid right here. But if I'm being honest here, I don't think the kid's that annoying. Trust me, I've seen way more annoying kids. Way more annoying. And so him, he's just, just your standard annoying child, really, if I'm being honest. So I don't really think that this kid deserves all the hate that he normally gets, really. Anyway, and there's, like, a bunch of scenes in the movie where, it's just them doing wacky things on the train, and, and I'm not gonna lie, some of the stuff is kind of cool, like, when Hero Boy meets up with the hobo on the train, and then, the hobo, he's, he's trying to be nice with this kid, but then, is the guy a spirit? Is he for reals? He's probably just a spirit. All I'm saying is, when it comes to this movie, it's very mysterious, to say the least. Like, how the hell can a giant-ass train and go through the neighborhood and not wake anyone up? And how the hell can, that train travel to the North Pole before or midnight and stuff like that? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, when it comes to this movie, it's very mysterious, but that's part of the charm of the movie. It's supposed to have these things that what makes the movie, the movie. Special disbelief, am I right? Anyway, and then, they arrive to the, after, basically filler, songs, hot chocolate, more creepy animation. They go to the North Pole, which apparently is more like a ghost town, apparently. And then, Hero Boy, Hero Girl, Billy, that smart kid, I don't know. They just, do a bunch of hijinks, and then they end up back with the other kids. And then we meet up with Santa Claus, and then Hero Boy, apparently, apparently the first gift that's given tonight is the bell off the sleigh. Apparently, and there's this scene in the movie where, like, although Hero Boy is in the North Pole, he's surrounded by elves, and he's seen way crazier stuff that night. He still doesn't believe in Santa Claus, and hell, he can't even hear that chime on the bell until he actually believes. And then, like, I guess it's sort of like a touching thing saying he believes, but I guess I'm like kind of mixed on it. I'm like, on the one hand, dude, you're right now in the North Pole, surrounded by elves, surrounded by things that what made the North Pole, and you're telling me you don't believe in Santa. But on the other hand, I saw what they were kind of doing. They were kind of like, trying to make the scene like sentimental in a way. Saying that the kid who didn't believe in the end. And I kind of like that. Like he thought the only way for him to hear the chime on the bell was to believe in Santa. And then once he did that, he saw Santa and believed him. So, in a way, I think that was sweet. Anyway, Santa gives him the bell, but it falls out of his pocket. But he ends up back at his house. Apparently there's this joke in the movie, or like this pointless scene in the movie where Hero Boy's like one of his there's a hole in his pocket, and he lost his bell, and it's like it kind of breaks, like, there's, like, a thing saying, did this all take place in a dream? Did this actually happen? Did it all take place in a dream? Well, I'm guessing, considering the fact at the end of the movie, when Hero Boy gets the bell again, and I'm guessing it confirmed that it wasn't a dream, it actually happened, right? And in a way, it was kind of decent. And to say it wasn't a dream. But then again, I would have liked the whole thing that, he comes back home and, like, was it a dream? Wasn't it a dream? I kind of like that idea, if I'm being honest here. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's the Polar Express. Do I recommend it? Oops. Do I recommend it? Sort of, yeah. I mean, if I'm being honest here, this movie, it did have, like, it did have its moments, I won't lie. There were moments that got really weird and really confusing, but then afterwards, it was more likely a harmless kids movie. I mean, it definitely shut me up when I was like 5, so it's got Tom Hanks in it. That's cool. Well, I'm just saying, and the movie's decent to watch over the holidays. Sure, the animation is creepy as hell, but on the other hand, it is kind of a fun kids' movie, especially if you're doubting on Santa. So give it a watch. Solid 7 out of 10. I kind of recommend it in a way. So yeah, although it's silly, it's goofy. Some scenes are filler. Some scenes are weird. It's a decent movie to watch. Anyway, this review shout out goes to the Sound of I can't read this last word. Apologize for for me not able to read strongly. I'm just saying, have you ever heard of a show called Moral Oral? And have you ever wanted to binge watch the series? Well, now you can. Apparently this channel was friendly enough to download every episode of Moral Oral onto its channel. Well, from season 1 to 3. So in case you ever want to watch Moral Oral, well, go check it out. Is the F9 Critic telling you to like, subscribe, and notification. I'll see you guys next year. See ya! And happy holidays.